Hey, good morning, guys. Today we're going to do a day in the life of a real estate agent and investor. I'm based out of the La Crosse, Wisconsin market, and today I have a listing appointment, a cash offer appointment, a closing at 4 p.m., and then I'm going to be walking some properties. I'm going to take you along with me, day in the life with Jack Beedle. Okay, guys, we just got prepped and ready for our next listing appointment. Printed off the old listing documents as well as much information as we can find on the current property. We're meeting with these sellers at 9 a.m. What I'm bringing over is I'm going to bring over a track record and history of my sales in the neighborhood, as well as what their property will sell for, and an estimated net sheet of what they're going to walk away with. For a pre-listing packet, I sent over them my track record, my reviews, and then an estimated price of what their house will sell for. Made sure they received that, and now I let them know that I'll be meeting with them tomorrow morning at 9. So headed there now. It's going to be a good appointment. Hoping to get this signed. These people were buyer clients. We got them under contract. But just because you got their business on the buy side does not mean you'll get their business on the sell side. So really focused in here, gonna go get this signed and get it done. So then just like an overall update, and review of our business currently, we're closing about 3 to 5 deals a month, and we just ramped up a couple other lead sources. So goal is to get to about 10 deals a month, get that top line revenue as high as possible, and then start recruiting, training, and hiring in as many people as we need to keep growing the business. Eventually, we'll try to expand to other markets. But a big thing we're really focusing in on is great customer service, inbound lead flow, and then, telling the story, doing more stuff like this, creating videos, and trying to build the brand. One thing that really keeps people stuck is just the inability to delegate, and I really suffer from this personally. Lately, I am really trying to take as much stuff off of my plate as possible on the administrative side and really buy back my time on the sales side, because right now my highest ROI on my time is the sales side and closing deals. So just make sure that you're always trying to replace people, as in replace yourself. And that's really the only way you're going to grow and scale your business, is by constantly doing the higher ROI return on your time. Just keep scaling up. If you can hire it for $30 an hour and you're worth $100 to $200 an hour, that's a no-brainer investment. That's better than any return you're going to get in the stock market, real estate fund, anything like that. Another big update and change in my life currently is I'm going to go from house hacking a single family home with 4 bedrooms, where I was renting out the rooms at $500 a piece. It was paying my mortgage and I was getting a free place to live. As of August of 2026, I'm going to be moving into an apartment with a gym down below, a lot of shops and restaurants close by, as well as like a kind of a built-in lounge / office space. And the reason I'm doing that is to cut down on the amount of commute time, as well as all of the extra trips I make back and forth to the city, etc. So by having a gym downstairs, by having restaurants close by, I'm going to be cutting out probably an hour a day of travel time, which in return should allow me to work more and stay more focused within my workflows. One of my really big goals of 2026 is to tell my story as much as possible and just let you guys know where I'm at personally as a 20-year-old real estate agent, investor, entrepreneur. I want to be able to look back at this in 20 years, not only for myself, but for other people that I've trained and hired, possibly even my kids. It'll just be a great testament to the work and the time it took to get where I'm at. So pretty excited about it, and I'm just excited for you guys to follow along with me on the journey. Okay, so right now we're coming up on Arcadia, Wisconsin. Beautiful views over the bluffs. It's about an hour drive from Trempealeau, Wisconsin up to Eau Claire. I drive this frequently. Within our real estate business, we cover about 11 counties. So an hour to an hour and a half drive is fairly typical, and I'm doing it quite often. Today we're gonna go from Eau Claire all the way down to Sparta and then over to La Crosse. So we'll do about 3 hours of driving today, but it's well worth it. We gotta serve the communities that are a little bit underserved, and if you wanna grow a big business, you gotta do what other people won't do to succeed and to have what others won't have. So we do a lot of direct-to-seller marketing where we're trying to target people typically over the age of 55 that own their houses in an outright all-cash position. A lot of the houses we buy have extreme damage, like water damage, fire damage, mold. But at the same time, we do buy a lot of properties in as-is condition as well that need new carpet, new paint, and maybe just a new roof. So we'll buy any type of property all across Wisconsin and Minnesota. We're buying deals in La Crescent, Eau Claire, Wausau. We'll go down to Winona. We'll go over to Prairie du Chien. We'll really buy a deal anywhere, and if you have a property that you're looking to sell or you possibly know someone that's looking to sell their property, just shoot us a DM or comment on this video. We're buying deals anywhere and everywhere. Okay, we're almost to our listing appointment, and I just wanted to go over a brief sales tactic / negotiation skill that you can always use when talking to clients, customers, negotiating with vendors. They call it going for the gasp. I heard this from Alex Hermosi, and basically the goal of it is to say a price that is in line with what you want as the buyer or seller, and get the customer to almost say, that's ridiculous. And the reason you do that is if you get the price you're happy, if they gasp and want to renegotiate, you already price weighted them with the price that you want. So when they counter, they're going to come back in line with something that you're still going to be okay with. And if they do gasp, you're prepared for it and you can handle their objection accordingly. So that's called going for the gasp. Super great sales tactic. Probably going to use it today on my listing appointment. We're going to try to leave with this thing signed, even though it's 3 months out. Let's get it signed today, because if it's not signed, if it's not in writing in real estate, it doesn't exist. So let's get it done. Hey guys, so we just got done with our 9 a.m. listing appointment. We walked the property, came up to the door, met with them, introduced myself, asked where the best place to be was to set down my bag. Set down the bag at the kitchen table, and then we started outside, had them give me the tour. Just noted the different updates with the roof, the siding, the landscaping. They had some raised garden beds. So I was really trying to make all the notes I could on this initial appointment to really save myself as much time on the back end, as well as make sure that the people know and understand that I'm listening and I really want to know more about the property. After that, we went inside, walked through, noted the doors, the trim, the flooring, the new cabinets, the new counters, the updates in the basement, etc., and got room measurements and flooring types on all that. So then when we go to put it into the MLS, it's done. So I used that time to get measurements, talk to them, build rapport. After that, we sat down at the kitchen counter, talked about what the listing process would look like and our coming soon plan. So what we like to do is we like to take a 7 to 10 day coming soon period, schedule the open houses, have that property go live, and we will funnel as many showings as possible into that weekend open house and then present offers on that following Monday. So it sounds like they're really on board for it. Got the ink, got it signed. We're not going to be selling it till September. It's currently June right now, but we got the commitment and we're rolling. So headed to our next appointment up on Diane Lane by the North Star Middle School, and hopefully we're gonna buy a house there. So details on that property, it's a 4-bed, 2-bath, in good shape. Sounds like it needs carpet, it needs flooring, it needs some updating, but overall it looks like a good structurally sound house built in 1993. So on this one, we might be able to pay closer to like 80% of ARV, and that's only because it doesn't need that much repairs. So maybe we go up to 80% of ARV on that one. Let's say ARV is 350, means we can pay 280 for it, put in 20 grand, and make a $50,000 spread. So that'll be the goal on this one. Sounds like the lady wants to move by August. So for that property, we'd probably fund it with bank financing at maybe like 10% down, and they'll finance 80% of ARV with like $1,000 or $500 in origination, and we'll just sell the property right away. So having good bank connections is huge, and it can really simplify the process in buying more deals. Otherwise, if you don't have the good banking connections, you can use a private lender or a hard money lender, but hard money lenders most likely won't go up to 80% ARV. They're only gonna finance like 65%. So your only options are private lenders or bank financing. But let's keep rolling, having a good day. Gonna get another one signed, and let's go. Hey guys, over at the listing now, got a new listing at 1702 Altoona Avenue on the east side hill in Eau Claire. Property's right behind me. It's a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. A lot of original trim, original doors, original flooring. It'll be a great listing. Pretty excited for this one. This property will be listed at $235,000. It's got a lot of good features like the little dormers above, in a great neighborhood. Listing this property for a homeowner who's owned the property as a rental for years. Eastside Hill is known for its walkability and proximity to downtown. Super desirable area. This place has got good vinyl siding, a good roof, and some good curb appeal.